Hi, reception. So yesterday we started learning about estimating, and we talked about how estimate was just a fancy word for guessing or predicting. So we had to go estimating how many cubes I could fit in my glass, and then we counted how many cubes I was actually able to fit in my glass. Today we're going to be looking at how to estimate length. Okay, remember length means how long or short something is. So, for my example, I'm going to use cubes. Okay, and I'm going to take a story that we know really well now. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start at the bottom. Oh, no, I need to estimate first, don't I? I'm going to have a look at the side of my book. I'm going to look at the size of my cube. Now, remember we talked yesterday about not making guesses that we know are just a little bit silly. We know that we're not going to need 500 cubes to make the length of our book, are we? But I know that I could probably fit 3 or 4 or 5. I think I can probably use 12 of my cubes to measure the length of my book. I am estimating that my book is 12 cubes long. And now I'm going to test that by measuring it with my cubes. Remember, we start right at the bottom, so it's fair. 1, 2. Remember, I'm putting them right next to each other, so it's fair as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was very, very close. I estimated that I would need 12 cubes for the length of my book, and I needed 11. So 11, 12. I was only 1 cube out with my estimate or my guess. So this book is actually 11 cubes long. Now I could repeat that with my beanbag. Okay, so our beanbag from school. I'm going to have a look at my cube again. I'm going to look at the length of my beanbag. I'm going to estimate that I'm going to need 7 cubes for the length of my beanbag. Let's have a go, matching up the bottom of my cube to the bottom of my beanbag to keep it fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I estimated that I would need 7 cubes for the length of my beanbag, but I actually needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was actually 6 and I guessed 7, so I was 1 too many. That was pretty close. So the point of an estimate is to try and get as close to the result as you can. So my book was 11 cubes. My beanbag was 7 cubes. So my book was actually longer, wasn't it? Okay. Now, you're not going to use cubes for your measuring. I used cubes so you could see it clearly on the camera. You're going to use your feet. And you're going to look at a little table that looks like this. You're going to estimate how many footsteps, one in front of the other like that, each person in your home is going to be. So you're going to see how many footsteps, one in front of the other. You need to measure your brother or sister, or your mummy or daddy, whoever's with you at home. You're going to write their name in this part of the table here. Write their name, write how many footsteps you think they're going to be long, and then count how many footsteps they actually are. Okay? So see if you can do all the different people in your household, and then maybe someone else can do yours and they can estimate how many footsteps you are long when you're lying down. Okay, have fun with it, reception.